So you're at the edge of turning 20 yourself.
Yes, I am.
For the film Edge of 17, we're here to talk to you about this today. Now, there were a lot of experiences in this film that ring true for your real life. You obviously relate to this being a high school film. What were some of the true versions of what was happening in this film that you've seen in your real life?
Uh, there are quite a few moments that this character has. A lot of situations that she goes through that have found myself in. But I think more so this film being about life itself and being a teenager and growing up rather than a high school movie. I was homeschooled through high school, so I didn't necessarily have those, quintessential high school experiences. But I had real life growing up, being a teenager experiences we all did and we all have. So I was able to relate to a lot of situations that this character goes through, which was nice to be able to express that.
And I love your relationship with Woody Harrelson in the film. Basically when the film's starting out and your line is, you're talking about killing yourself, and the best way to respond is he's like, well, so am I, and here's the letter I'm writing. So, you had this kind of awkward sense to yourself, and he had this sort of deadpan sense to himself, and I thought that relationship between him and, kind of a mentor in the film, I thought that was a very unique relationship.
Yeah, they do have quite a special relationship, the two of them. It's one of my favorite in the movie, and those scenes are some of my favorite in the movie. Woody is amazing. Working with him was just unforgettable. But to have that, I think we all at one point in our lives had that person that we felt sort of understood by, and we could go to with anything, and they would just kind of take it and not necessarily tell us what we wanted to hear, but we knew that it's what we needed and not necessarily what we wanted. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are some of my favorite scenes in the movie, and they do have a great banter, the two of them.
And the character who played Erwin, I loved him.
He's
he was
awesome.
he was so uncomfortable, but like comfortably
Yeah.
so awkward.
Yeah, totally.
And I thought that was so unexpected. Your friendship and your relationship with him, because we sort of knew what was going to happen to the bad boy Nadine was interested in, but Erwin's character, I thought was such a surprise.
Yeah, he really is so talented, Hayden, and he did a great job with playing his role.
And so music. So obviously you've done quite a few different films. You're crossing over into music. We've loved Starving, working with Zed.
Thank you.
So Anna Kendrick sort of did this crossover that you're doing. How do you balance film and music?
It's knock on wood, it's been somewhat seamless up until this point, but it's insane that I get to do both. I feel very lucky, and I've worked with producers and writers that I've been a fan of forever, and have been on my bucket list, and I've made films with people that I never in a million years thought I'd be able to share the screen with. So I feel very lucky I get to do both, and I look forward to continuing both.
Now in this film too, the actress who plays Krista, that was a very important role. There was more than 1,000 people that they looked at to fill Nadine. Congratulations on getting in the role.
Thank you.
And Krista was also a very important role to film, and this started out as really a best friend story, and the trials of two women doing that.
No, absolutely, and it's amazing to see Hailee Lu is one of my favorite people on the planet, and she was so much fun to work with and so much fun to play best friends with. She feels like one of those people that you meet and 5 minutes later you feel like you've known them forever. And she, again, is so incredibly talented. We had the best time making this movie together, and she really does play such an important role in this story. She's so much more than just the best friend. She is so much more than that, and she did just such an incredible job being so present and so generous as an actor. And yeah, I love her.
And you had a first-time director too that you work with, who pretty much wasn't going to make this film until they found you.
Right.
And what was it like working with her?
Oh my goodness, Kelly Freeman Craig is just, without a doubt, one of the best directors I've ever worked with. She really is so incredible. She had such a bold approach to this movie with Jim Brooks. She, made everything happen and herself, and she really did such a great job. And again, was so supportive and empowering when it came to anything I was ever unsure of. She was right there by my side, and she was just awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.